Sharina. We're here today to make sure that our bikes are out there and ready to go for a ride and not have any trouble, okay? That's what we want. All right. Now we're going to be checking our fluids, checking the oil, checking the brake fluid and the transmission fluid. Make sure those are all good. Now, of course, with my bike, I have a 77, so it's got different things. But basically, the idea is still the same. Wherever those little things are to check that, and it'll tell you in your manual. Like I said, make sure you get a good manual. It'll tell you where those places are that you check those things. Okay? Anyway, and another thing now, girls, don't worry if you're going to get dirty. Get a good big old bar of lava soap. You can't go wrong, okay? Anyway, back to it. Okay, now unfortunately right now, I don't have a stick on the end of my oil top. This one does. Then you can check your lever or level there with those. But mine, I just pull out the filter here. Look down in there, in the bag. And it looks like you could probably use about half a quart, maybe a little more, not much more. So I'll have to get me some of that on my way home from my cameraman's house. And make sure that that's good. So when I come back over, I'll have some. Okay, then we're going to check front brake fluid. Simple little step procedure. You know, if you got to put some in, you put some in. If you don't, you don't. You just cover, shut her back up. You don't want to squeeze your brake while you're checking this because the fluid will just splash out at you. You don't want that going on. Huh? The bike has to be level, and this is as level as you're going to get on this stand, so. Or
you can sit on it and hold it out.
And that looks okay. Of course, the way mine sits on this thing, it's not level anyway. But it's still level enough to know. Some of you might even be so lucky as to have little computer thingies that say, oh, you need front brake fluid. I don't know. This one does not. Okay, moving on around to the other side. We're going to go over here. We're going to check the clutch transmission fluid or oil level. And I'm going to need an Allen wrench. Talk to you about a little bit about tools. You know, what I did when I started getting my tools together, I went around and I gathered up my wrenches or what have you. I went around and made sure that what I was carrying along with me would fit every nut or Allen screw or whatever on my bike. So I wanted to make sure that when I was out there on the road, if things happened to, you know, go bad, that I'd have at least a tool kit. Even if I didn't know what the problem was, some guy might stop by. He might not have a tool kit. I want to make sure I had one. Keep them there helping me work on my bike, see? Gotta think of those things, you girls. All right, now, I'm going to come around here.
Is this for guys too?
Yeah, of course, but it's addressed mainly to the girls. Because the girls want to know stuff like this. All right. Now, down under here, there's a little Allen wrench, or Allen screw, I mean, or Allen bolt, is right here on mine. I want to take this out. My bike's sitting level. When I take this out, I want to have a little bit of that fluid ooze out. If none oozes out, I got to put some in. Don't be afraid to turn your tool around if you need to. Serious. And it shouldn't take too much, and this is not, you know, up to level for it to just start coming out. See it? And here it comes. So we don't have to put any in, thank goodness, because it's a pain in the butt. But if you should ever have to, you got to take this big old bolt out of there. And what I use is a wide piece of thick aluminum. It's a stick of it, and it works perfect, you know. I've used chisels, trying to find the right chisel end. Anyway, but what you would do, what?
20 seconds.
Okay, and all you do is put more fluid in until it starts to ooze out the hole, and you're full. Thank you. Till the next time.